Hello everyone. This is our video for our course project information. So once you log on to the Blackboard site, you go to our class, click on the link where it says course project information, and you'll scroll down to the section where it says personal finance plan. So this gives you information about the actual personal finance plan, but you have two files here. One is the Excel file you're going to use to complete the actual project. The other is a PDF file with the information for the course project. So I've already taken the liberty to download the information. I'm going to first go to the PDF file. For the project, there are four parts to this project. You're doing a personal finance plan for Mr. Brad Brooks. It gives you information about Brad's salaries, expenses, disposable income, etc. It gives you more information about expenses for renter's insurance, his car payments, utilities. And once you've read all the information, it tells you that Brad is surprised how much money he spends on clothing and entertainment. He uses his credit card for these purchases. The balance is $8,000 and climbing. And so you're going to try to help Brad out. His goal is to save $4,000 a year so he can retire 25 years from now. He currently has about $4,000 in his checking account and $200 in his savings account. He has furniture valued at $1,500, and he owns stock worth $1,300, which he believes has potential to make him rich. So once you read all this information for part one, you would then go to the actual Excel file and click where it says part one. First, prepare for Brad a personal cash flow statement. You'll show his cash inflows based upon the information that is here. You'll then show all of his cash outflows and determine his net cash flows. Determine whether he's going to have a positive net cash flow or if you have a negative net cash flow. Next, prepare a personal balance sheet for Brad. You have the different asset accounts here on the liquid assets, the household assets, the investments. Now, he may not necessarily have all of these. These are just slots. So you will put an amount next to the categories that Brad has according to the information given here under part one. Get a total of all his assets, determine all of his liabilities to get his actual net worth. Now that there's a form in Excel already, once you compute total assets and compute total liabilities, the system automatically will give you the net worth for Brad. Next, you're going to use your financial skills to give Brad advice, recommendations. So they told you about the goals Brad has of paying off his credit card balance, saving money. They want you to give him recommendations on how he can pay off his credit cards to save for retirement. Give him information about his additional short-term and long-term goals. And your information, your advice will be based upon the information given in part one. Then base your analysis. Is saving $4,000 a year realistic? If not, what are the goals would you advise? Brad to know what $4,000 per year would come in 25 years. What additional assumption must he have? So basically, how much money would he have in 25 years if he saved $4,000 per year? So we're going to do some actual calculation using the annuity table. So you've done this in the previous chapter. Determine the number of payments per period, the number of periods, the interest rate per period. And once you put in these three amounts, it will give you the future value automatically. So you got to put in the number of payments per period, the number of periods, and the interest rate per period. And Excel will automatically compute the future value. The alternatives, this one's LFE was earning 5%. This is what if you earning 8%. So you put in the, again, number of payment period, the payment per period, the number of periods, and the rate per period. And once again, Excel will automatically calculate the future value for you. They want you to develop 3 or 4 suggestions to help him reduce his income tax exposure. And so this gives some recommendations based upon your study of these different chapters. They're saying if Brad was presently 40 instead of 30 and is going to retire by 55, would you give him the same information, yes or no? Or you inform, after you inform Brad of his negative monthly net cash flow, that's a hint to you. It's telling you already that his cash flow will be negative. Brad indicated that he may delay paying his credit card bill for a couple of months to reduce his cash flow. What would be your response to this idea, again, based upon your study of these different chapters? Then part 2 gives you additional information about Brad, not as much, but some additional information about Brad. You're going to read this information, then come to part 2 and answer these questions based upon the information you read in part 2 and based upon your advice and recommendations. Then for part 3, there's more information about Brad. Brad wants to buy a new car, do some other things. Brad wants to buy a condo. Brad is very ambitious. So based upon this information, you'll complete part 3 doing another personal cash flow statement based upon the information given to you in part 3 and the information here in the instructions. So you'll complete the personal cash flow statement for Brad for part 3. And then last, for part 4, there's additional information about Brad, about his auto insurance, etc. You read this information, come back to the Excel spreadsheet, and just complete these last few questions for part 4 on how to protect your wealth. So once you complete part 1, 2, 3, and 4, you're going to save the Excel file. Then you'll come back to the Blackboard site, click on the link that says Personal Finance Plan. And once you click on that link, you'll click where it says Browse My Computer. Then you'll find your file, open that file up, then click on the Submit button, and you're done. So again, you're going to use the PDF for the information for each of these different parts. Once you've completed or read one part, go to the Excel spreadsheet and complete that part. You continue that cycle from part 1 through part 4. And once again, once all 4 parts have been completed, save your file, upload the file to Blackboard by clicking on the, I'll go back to it. You go click on the Personal Finance Plan link, upload the file, click the Submit button, and then you're done. If you have any additional questions on the course project, feel free to contact me and I'll be happy to address any of your concerns. Okay, that's all for now.